And about to make their way out to the ring are the other members of the new group known as the Legion of Destruction. They are Napalm Bomb and Solo, who himself is a newcomer here to the ECWA. We saw them earlier tonight as they attacked the team of Breaker Morant and Napalm, but now their job, their target, their aim tonight is to take the belts from around the waist of the current tag team champions, Black Ice and Body Snatcher, the D-Line. And as I said last month, look at the size of this man known as Solo. I believe, honestly, that he goes by the name Solo because he doesn't really need anybody else to help him with anything. This man can accomplish whatever he wants, whenever he wants, all by himself, running solo, flying solo. Kind of like I am here on commentary tonight. But if there's anybody who deserves to be teamed up with somebody the size and with the power of Solo, it's Napalm Bomb. He has proved quite a bit here in the ECWA. And he finally aligned himself with someone. And you know what? It may help him out. We may have new tag team champions here tonight. But as big as these two men are, Black Ice and Body Snatcher are just as big, if not bigger. And about to make their way out, the opponents tonight, the current, reigning, and defending ECWA Tag Team Champions, Black Ice and Body Snatcher, the D-Line. And D-Line, traditionally, as we start this on fire right off the bat, traditionally, D-Line, you think D-Line, you think football, you think defensive line. It doesn't only mean defensive in their case. I guarantee it. It means dominance. It means destruction. It could mean decimation. These guys can do damage. What they need to do successfully tonight is defend. They need to be that defensive line. Because one wrong step, one wrong move can potentially put the tag team titles by the end of tonight, by the end of the match, can potentially put the tag team titles around the waists of Napalm Bomb and Solo, the Legion of Destruction. And once again, another Legion of Destruction member, referee Phil Sly, is out here with them. And inconspicuous by his absence is the lawyer of the LOD, because he was pretty much flattened by Apollyon earlier tonight. So I would imagine right now he is flat on his back on a gurney inside an ambulance on his way to the hospital. And Napalm Bomb pulling the rug out from under Black Ice. And now I'm no good with team colors, so I'm looking at the colors here, and I'm trying to think of what football team the D-Line is dressed, has styled their colors after, but I cannot think of it because I don't watch football, but I do watch wrestling, and that is called a tag. As Solo makes his way into the ring now. And Black Eye's taking a little bit of a beating here. Now, if what happened before didn't happen, you have to wonder where would the LOD fall as far as, you know, on the hierarchy of tag teams here. I mean, granted, it was on 2 and it was referee Phil Sly. So he's not a wrestler, he's a referee. I don't, like I said before, I don't think he should be, you know, in the ring wrestling, regardless. You know, what does that do to the momentum? If Apollyon and Breaker Morant were able to get a clean win over the LOD earlier, the other 2 members of the LOD, what would that do to the momentum now, knowing that they already have a loss, you know, tonight? You got to wonder, would Napalm Bomb and Solo come out here and feel as dominant, or would they feel like they came out and they're like, all right, now we have to prove something and maybe try too hard? Now, this is where normally my commentary partner, John Jermaine Esquire, would help me out here, because I'd actually be able to turn around and ask him the question, and he would give me a very educated answer and make me feel extremely stupid. So right now, I'm kind of happy that I can ask myself that question, and then as Body Snatcher goes for a cover there, broken up by Napalm Bomb, I'm able to ask myself the question and answer it, or ignore myself, or tell myself to shut up in my own head. And now Solo on the receiving end of offense from the D-line, and Napalm Bomb with a little bit of a, I would say, love tap, but I don't think that term can ever be used in a match between these 2 teams. But it did just enough to stop the momentum of Black Ice, as Solo makes the tag, Napalm back in the ring. And I'll tell you, in the short amount of time that Napalm Bomb has been aligned with this new group of the LOD, as he goes for the cover, hooks the leg, only a 2 count. Body Snatcher was just about ready to come in and break up the count. He didn't have to, though. Black Eye still had enough in him to kick out there. But Napalm Bomb, in the short amount of time that he has aligned himself with this group, the LOD, he has proven that he's much more than what he was put in the ring to do early in his career here. When he started, he was facing people like, you know, Cujo, and again, to take nothing away from anybody on the roster, but, you know, people like Cujo the Hellhound, you know, like, where it's, you know, you're the opening match, and you know, there's really nothing wrong with that, and I'm kind of digging myself a hole here, but, you know, like, he was thrown in, and it was kind of, here, kid, prove yourself. And then, you know, the next show, it was, here, kid, prove yourself a little bit more. And I think after a while, he got a little bit tired of that. And he kind of aligned himself. And I feel like he may have aligned himself with the right person, because he has really shown a whole bunch of improvement in a very short amount of time. Oh! Huge kick to the face of Black Ice, and to add insult to injury, slaps the face of Body Snatcher on the outside of the ring, on the apron there. Napalm Bomb making the tag to Solo. Solo on his way back in the ring, and Solo goes right for Body Snatcher. He's the legal man in the ring, but just decides for no reason to take out Body Snatcher, and decided to pose instead of turning around to go after Black Ice, and Black Ice took advantage. But not for long, as a huge power slam comes from Solo as he tags in Napalm Bomb once again, and Napalm's on his way upstairs. Oh my goodness! As Body Snatcher broke up the pin, there was a huge long delayed senton, almost a swanton bomb by Napalm. But at the very last second, I thought it was going to be a splash of sorts, and at the very last second, almost right before he landed, Napalm Bomb was able to turn over and hit that swanton. Unbelievable. I have never seen that before from him. And Napalm calling for an elbow, but I think he may be teasing the crowd a little too long, and he is. Black Ice just able to roll out of the way. And now Body Snatcher egging him on, but not in a negative way. He's not egging on the other team. He's trying to get the momentum behind his tag team partner to crawl over, however long it may take, crawl over and make that tag, because Body Snatcher wants back in this match. And we'll see who makes the tag first. Black Ice able to make the tag. Napalm Bomb nowhere near his corner, and Body Snatcher returning the favor of going right after the man on the outside of the ring rather than the legal man. And you had to see that coming. Solo went right after Body Snatcher, though Body Snatcher was not the legal man in the ring, and Body Snatcher returned the favor. And one member of D-Line, Irish whipping the other into the corner. Oh! Black Ice ducked the clothesline. Napalm Bomb got kicked in the face and a belly-to-belly by Black Ice, and Napalm Bomb is down. And now D-Line with the cover. A 2 count, only a 2 count, as Solo jumps in and just able to break up the count. I don't think there's a man in this match right now who's not working at it at the very most a half a tank of gas here. I mean, Body Snatcher has the height advantage, but the problem is he doesn't have that center of gravity advantage. You know, so it's much easier for Napalm Bomb, you know, to hit low and take out somebody as big as Body Snatcher than it is the other way around. And it looks like, I mean, it looks like these two teams are very, very well matched up. I mean, but you gotta realize that there's much more at stake for the D-Line than there is for the LOD. As the D-Line have those belts on the line. And the cover only a 2. Almost had a successful retention of those belts there. And another tag, which is good. This is very good, where the champions are keeping frequent tags between them as often as they can. And every chance they get, they can, you know, they go right back into the corner, make the tag, get the freshman in. I don't know how much fresher the one man is than the other at this point. Oh, huge DDT! Just implanting the skull into the canvas. There's the cover, lateral press, no leg hook, only a 2 count. And that's what kind of stops you. That's like, you know, that's like when you're running down the street and you're not looking and you slam into a pole. That's exactly, and once again, I mean, this strategy, oh, wow. This strategy, and here comes Body Snatcher again, trying to pay back Solo for the hit, and he does. And now referee Mike Keener kind of trying to tell the men who aren't the legal men in the ring to get out. One goes out involuntarily, leaving Napalm Bomb and Black Ice in the middle of the ring to fight it out. As Solo gets body slammed onto the outside. Oh! And Napalm Bomb takes out Black Ice. And if things keep going the way they are, then it looks very much like we may have new tag team champions here tonight. Black Ice now set up in the tree of woe, and Napalm Bomb has a chair. And wait a minute, here comes Breaker Morant and Apollyon for some payback for earlier tonight, and that's going to be the end of the match there. And another old team member out two on his way out to more than even the score here. And it looks like this is going to turn into a huge brawl. Well, the winners by disqualification are going to be the team of the LOD, Solo and Napalm Bomb, but only because Apollyon and Breaker Morant, oh my goodness, Apollyon and Breaker Morant paid back the LOD for what they did earlier tonight. And this is going to be very hard to control as far as I'm concerned, because you got three teams out here. You got a team of three in the LOD with Solo, Napalm Bomb, and R2. You have the team of Breaker Morant and Apollyon. You have the tag team champions, the D-Line, out here. You got 7 men brawling right here in front of the commentary table. A couple of them are out there, and a couple of them are still going. And there goes Napalm Bomb. Apollyon and Breaker still out there. D-Line still out there. So the LOD have been dispensed. Obviously, because of the disqualification, the D-Line are still your tag team champions. But what a sign of respect. I mean, you got a little bit of help there, and Breaker wants the mic. Looks like we're going to have a response here immediately. Wow. What a match lined up for November 2nd.
November 2nd, and it'll be no more. That is it for LOD, and Monster R2 till the rest. You better play, train, take your brains, everything you gotta do, buddy. Because your answer's next.
Well, it looks like it's official now. The challenge was thrown out. The challenge was immediately accepted November 2nd. We're going to have an 8-man tag team match as the team of the tag team champions, the D-Line, the team of Apollyon and Breaker Morant, all 4 of them will team up against the Legion of Destruction, Solo, Napalm Bomb, the Monster R2 and referee Phil Sly. Huge match, and it will be next month, November 2nd. Unbelievable. They're going to have to reinforce that ring the size of all those men, except for maybe Phil Sly. Breaker, never one to be afraid of issuing a challenge. And obviously the LOD are never afraid to back down from one, because they've accepted. We still have 2 more matches tonight. Both are title matches. Coming up next, we are going to have the ECWA Mid-Atlantic Championship is going to be on the line next, as the Heart Killer Chris Wilde with Renee Michelle in his corner will take on the ECWA Mid-Atlantic Champion Ricky the Model Martinez next.